Mamdani takes charge of New York City. Historic Quran oath goes viral. Amid debate over Al-Qaeda Council, Mamdani has promised childcare and rent cuts. But what can the new New York City mayor actually do?
On your screens is a viral image that has come up from New York City. This image is of Zohran Mamdani, the new New York City mayor, taking oath on 1st of January 2026 from the Holy Quran, making him the first Muslim mayor of New York City. Hello and welcome to Explained by NewsX with me, Megha Sharma. Today we take a look at the promises Zohran Mamdani has made so far and how capable is he as a mayor in fulfilling them. Zohran Mamdani's oath-taking ceremony that was administered by the New York Attorney General Letitia James, a political ally, took place at the Old City Hall station, one of the city's original subway stops, known for its stunning arched ceilings. Listen in to an excerpt from the ceremony.
I,
Zohran Mamdani, do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter of the City of New York,
and the Charter of the City of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the Mayor of the City of New York,
according
to the best of my ability.
The New York City mayor serves a 4-year term with a limit of 2 consecutive terms. Mamdani was elected in the November 2025 general election and will serve his first full term from 1st of January 2026 to December 31st, 2029. Assuming he completes this term without any extraordinary events like resignation or removal, which is extremely rare, he will be mayor for the next 4 years. He would be eligible to run for re-election in 2029 for a potential second term ending in 2033. But what does the American power structure look like? Well, take New York City as an example. The United States operates under federalism, a system that divides power between the national government, the state government, and the local government, which is cities and counties. In the United States federalist system, power over New York City flows downward in a clear hierarchy. The president holds the highest authority, followed by the governor of New York and then the mayor of New York City. This structure is rooted in the US Constitution, which enumerates specific powers for the federal government while reserving others to the states. Local governments derive their authority entirely from the states. They have no independent constitutional status. The president can profoundly affect New York City through federal law and resources. He can direct federal agencies like the FBI or FEMA to operate in the city and force national policies on immigration or civil rights that override local rules, deploy the National Guard if federalized, and attach conditions to the billions in annual federal funding the city receives for transit, housing, and health programs. While the president rarely intervenes in day-to-day city operations, the federal supremacy means any conflicting New York City policy can be struck down or defunded. Closer to home, the governor of New York exercises significant direct control over the city. She runs the Metropolitan Transportation Authority that operates the subways and commuter rails, approves or blocks major tax increases proposed by the city, sets the legal framework for rent stabilization, can deploy the New York National Guard to city streets, and can preempt or override local laws in many areas. The state legislature and governor together hold ultimate leverage over much of New York City's infrastructure and fiscal policy, reminding even the most ambitious mayor that Albany, not City Hall, often has the final word on big structural issues. The mayor of New York City, currently Zohran Mamdani, wields strong executive power within the 5 boroughs, but operates firmly beneath both the president and the governor. He directly controls the NYPD and appoints its commissioner, oversees the public school system serving over 1 million students, manages sanitation, parks, libraries, public housing, and most of the city's $116 billion budget. He appoints heads of dozens of agencies, sets local regulations on zoning, building codes and quality of life issues, and can declare local emergencies for storms or heat waves. Yet he cannot touch the subways, unilaterally raise major taxes, rewrite state rent laws, or defy federal mandates without risking legal invalidation or loss of funding. In practice, the mayor runs the daily life of the city with considerable autonomy on street-level services, but always within the boundaries drawn by Washington and Albany. So what exactly comes under the jurisdiction of a mayor in New York City? It encompasses the entire geographic area of the New York City, which consists of 5 boroughs, which is Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. This covers approximately 301 square miles of land, plus water areas and a population of about 8.5 million people, making it the largest city in the United States. Within this jurisdiction, the mayor has executive authority over all city government functions and services that are not reserved to the state or federal government. Specifically, the mayor's jurisdiction includes full control over the New York Police Department and the ability to set policies within the city limits, oversight of the New York City Department of Education, which operates the public school system, serving over 1 million students across the 5 boroughs, sanitation, fire protection, parks and recreation, libraries, public hospitals and public housing, local zoning, building codes and land use decisions and permitting within city boundaries, transportation, local lawmaking, and declaring and managing local energy, emergencies, snowstorms, heat waves, and coastal flooding. New York City's expense budget totals approximately $115.9 billion. This represents the total planned spending, including city funds, state aid, federal aid, and other sources. As of 1st January 2026, newly inaugurated Mayor Zohran Mamdani will inherit this budget and oversee its execution. He can make modifications through mid-year adjustments, but major changes or the next full budget, which is in financial year 2027, will come later in the annual process. The budget funds essential services like education, police, sanitation, housing, and social programs across the 5 boroughs. Let's take a look at all the promises that Zohran Mamdani has made during his campaign, and if he can fulfill this, if he has the jurisdiction to fulfill them. Let's start with the rent freeze on rent-stabilized apartments. Mamdani has promised that he can freeze the rents of rent-stabilized apartments. Can he do this? Well, the answer is yes. What Mamdani has said reflects an ambitious vision of government as a direct provider of essentials. What he can actually do, at least without strong cooperation from Governor Hochul and the state legislature, is more constrained to the levers of the local executive power within the 5 boroughs. Mamdani has also promised municipality-owned grocery stores that will sell things cheaper. This is actually under the NYC mayor's jurisdiction, so yes, Mamdani can fulfill this promise as well. But can he make city buses free for everyone? Well, that comes under the governor's ruling, so the answer to that is a big no as well. Mamdani has also promised free universal childcare for all children from the age of 6 months to 5-year-olds. However, he can only expand city-funded programs and budget for subsidies, but full universal implementation, not increase the funding that is actually needed. What Mamdani has said reflects an ambitious vision of government as a direct provider of essentials. What he can actually do, at least without strong cooperation from Governor Hochul and the state legislature, is more constrained to the levers of the local executive power within the 5 boroughs.
Mamdani takes charge of New York City. Historic Quran oath goes viral. Amid debate over Al-Qaeda Council, Mamdani has promised childcare and rent cuts. But what can the new New York City mayor actually do?